Hi, YouTube family.
My name is Elysia English.
And I'm Broken Phil.
Welcome to our life update video. Oh my goodness. Sometimes life throws you curveballs and they're completely unexpected.
Or tall grass.
Or tall grass. Throws you curveballs or tall grass. So as you know, you guys saw a video we posted last week, I think Monday or Tuesday, where we mentioned that Philip had been in a dirt bike accident.
Oh no.
So this week life has been a little chaotic while I try to run the entire homestead by myself.
I'm so sorry.
Way to go, Phil.
I'm so sorry. I feel awful. I feel like a failure. Oh my gosh. I feel all the miserable things right now. No, I don't. Elysia's holding it down though, and getting everything done in the house is amazing, and the food is being good, and she's been taking care of me.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner in bed. Yeah.
It's like I have a little bell, but I don't.
Yeah, Chase and Dayton said you needed a bell.
Yeah.
I was like, don't encourage him.
They're waiting on me so much that I don't even need a bell. They're always asking what I need and making sure I'm comfortable. But as you can see, I am laid up.
So he has a cast. We went on Wednesday to see the surgeon. So we haven't updated you yet because honestly it has been so busy.
Yeah.
Just the boys have swimming lessons at summer break, so it's been like leaving Philip alone in the morning and having to make sure that everything is ready and set out for him while we're gone for an hour and a half, almost 2 hours to do swimming. And like we have 5 dogs and 3 chickens and ducks and chicks and a greenhouse and renovations and getting ready for Philip's parents come. And then I had some cricket contracts this week. We just had a lot of stuff going on that it was just impossible to get on and do our update for you guys.
One would think that I would have faked this. You know what I mean? There's so much going on. I'm like tapping out.
Yeah, I was like, were you just trying to get out of your honey-do list or your like must-do list at that point?
I really broke my foot. When I mean like I broke my foot, I broke 3 bones, but I sheared them right off. They're the knuckles of the bones of the 3. What do you? Your first and second, and then my 4th.
Toes.
So
but where your knuckles of your toes and your foot meet, he broke like in the foot part, and then he's also broken somewhere on the left side of his foot. And so when we saw the surgeon on Wednesday, we were lucky. He was sent to what we are being told is the best of the best for where we were able to go to get his foot looked at, which is great. And we were expecting surgery, and he's hoping that when we do an update again with him, we go for an assessment again on the 10th, that they've hopefully with this temporary cast been able to see that there's some type of progress happening on its own without needing surgery. And if not, well, I guess they reassess. But fingers crossed we move to some type of a soft cast to get some kind of mobility started
dirt bike
again.
In a week maybe?
He's grounded from the dirt bikes. All of the toys are locked, and I have absolutely 100% hid the garage keys. He can't get to the garage right now anyways.
I can try.
But I'm sure if there's a will, when there's a will, there's a way.
Absolutely.
So what happened is that Philip and I were doing some work all day, and we were just finished our work, and he was like, I'm gonna go and just tinker with the bikes for a few minutes in the garage.
That's how it started. Always I had an idea. I was like, I have a little bit of free time right now, and I'm gonna go do some of the things that I like doing. So I went to go tinker on the dirt bikes and the toys in the garage, and I fixed one of the dirt bikes up that I hadn't gotten going for a while. And sure enough, I was like, I'm gonna go for a run before dark. And I do this.
It was what, 45-minute hour before dark?
Yeah, 45 minutes. It was dusk. But I do this same run all the time, hundreds of times before. I wasn't going enduroing. I wasn't single track riding. I literally was just going on an evening cruise to see a sunset and then come back.
At the top of this trail is the most beautiful ocean view. It overlooks our entire area, so it's worth it when you get to the top.
Yeah, and I got to the top. It was coming back was the issue. I was just sitting back seat on the bike, and I went to cross from one side of the ATV track to the other side, and I did it in an opening of the trail where the grass is a little taller, and I hit it, and the bike just dropped sideways and just landed right on my foot.
Yeah, like your front tire kind of like did one of these and like slammed.
Yeah, it just washed out and slammed me really hard. I was going pretty quick, so I was cruising, and then I kind of hit head, shoulder, but then my leg got stuck underneath the bike, and instantly when I hit, I was like, oh no, I'm in trouble.
And he thought he broke his leg because at that point he had slammed the ground really hard and knew he
all
was hurt. So you were in
yeah,
shock. So
I was
all
in
of the
shock.
sensors in his leg were like, I'm broken.
Yeah, something was like, oh no, something's not right. And originally, I feel stupid for thinking that it was my leg, but it was tingling so much in my leg that I thought my leg was broken, and the bike was on me still.
Well, and you've never broken anything before. So it was a feeling also that you're not like, oh, I clearly broke my leg or I broke my foot.
No, I knew I broke something because I hadn't felt that feeling before, so I knew instantly I broke myself into pieces.
And then somehow, some way, I have no idea how, he managed to get the bike started again and on the trail. And this is not an easy trail to ride. This isn't just like a dirt path that you follow. This isn't like a perfect trail to just kind of like putt around. This is
it's an ungroomed
ungroomed, very amazing trail, but it's not gorgeous. Easy to terrain. And so like I would never go on it on the dirt bike. We use
it's
the
easy
ATVs
to terrain,
on it,
but not easy to terrain 1 foot.
Right.
Yeah.
And so he managed to get himself on the bike and have enough, muster up enough, I don't even know, I was encouraged to like get home. And he said all he felt when he hit was like, I just need to get home.
It's funny because as soon as something like that happens, and I know I wasn't far from home, but I was still like, if I was gonna have to,
a far crawl from home.
Yeah,
no?
that's the thing.
Few-hour crawl.
I was
from
a couple
home.
hours crawling, but I knew when I assessed the situation, I pulled the bike off. I was like, okay, so if the bike's not like gonna work, I can somehow crawl out of here. I was mobile, so I was somewhat good, but I was still like in shock, and I knew I couldn't walk. And
that it was few minutes to dark. Like that would have been like crawling in the dark from that far in the trail would have been
and there's animals out there.
Terrible.
It would not have been fun. I wouldn't have done it.
And the kids and I would have been at home here being like, what is going on? And
would you have though? Because sometimes I'm like, I'm going for an hour and I'm going for 6.
At some point, we would have been like, okay, clearly he's not just taking a new route.
Yeah.
Clearly, and we always know what route. We always discuss where we're going. The rule is, give me a kiss before you leave. Boys and Philip both do it.
Yeah.
And we always make sure that we know exactly where we're going. So if something ever happened, Chase would hop on the ATV and head up to go get him.
Yeah.
But he hadn't been gone that long, so I worry wouldn't have not even set in for at least another 2 hours, I would think.
Yeah.
And then even then it would have been dark. So
I would have been crawling for so long before you guys would have found me.
That's my point. So the fact that he was able to get on his bike and then be able to get home. So what happened was once he got on the bike, I think just momentum picked up and he was just in adrenaline and he was just like, I need to get home.
Well, I crashed in 4th gear. And then I didn't even think about it. I held the clutch and fired the bike. Bike fired right up. So I was like, I'm just going to ride it as it is and just rode the clutch all the way so that I was just in 4th gear. So sometimes I was going a lot faster than I wanted to go, but I was focused to get out of the trail. And there was a couple hairy spots for sure where I had to put weight down on this foot just to maneuver around some of the banks and go up some of the hills. I was quite a bit of ways
it's really
in
rocky
the trail,
coming home. Like you really have to maneuver through everything coming downhill. So I don't know how, because I know the trail. I have no idea how you made it home, but he managed to get home once he got to the home stretch.
Well, as soon as I fell,
road.
I thought of you guys. So like that was a crazy feeling because I've never really felt that, but I was like, all I thought of was Elysia and the boys. So I was like, I have to get home. And as soon as I got out of the trail and I got onto the side road here, I was like, oh, I'm home. So I knew I was okay.
And I was sitting in the kitchen and I was working on an edit and doing something and I was like focused, headphones on, like I was in the zone.
Yeah.
So I've been practicing my own editing so that I can do some of the things I need to do. And good thing I've been doing that over the past couple of months because it's really come in handy this week to be able to like hold down the fort here while Philip can totally sit and edit right now. But I wanted him to just rest for the first few days, let Chase and I and Dayton take over and don't worry about a thing. We got it. So I was glad that I had some of those basic skills to work on, but I had headphones on and the kids were upstairs in our bedroom and the screen of the window was open so you could just have the screen. And Chase is like came running down the stairs, Dad's outside yelling that he broke his leg. So I immediately looked out and saw the you know, the bright orange on the bike, KTM, like on the front lawn with Philip standing at it, and I was like, oh my word. So
kind of standing.
We all came running outside, and he was like, I think I broke my leg, because at this time, like, he's like, I'm not sure,
I thought my lower leg, my ankle, I didn't think like I broke my leg at that point. I was like, oh, I can't move my foot and my ankle right now.
So this is the chaos that ensued, like, the whole moment of emergency happening.
I had everything out of the garage to go while I was
his bike
working
was at the back of the garage, so all the toys were out.
Lawnmowers, everything were
ATVs, other dirt bikes.
Yeah, everything was just sitting out. So Elysia was like, okay, we're going to be a few minutes. And I was like, I
figured they might keep us overnight. We've not been, it's already a few hours away to get to where we were going to go. Oh, it's going to rain on us. And so that was an ideal. And we had 5 dogs outside, and the kids were upstairs in their comfies just like watching movies. And of course, I'm sitting in my PJs because I'm just editing a video. So all of us had to like quickly grab clothes, get 5
dressed,
dogs in their beds. Chase helped me get the keys for all of the toys to get them all back and puzzle them into the garage while we're waiting.
It was like a fireman's drill. We should have practiced so we could have been real quick.
So the new rule is when you take your toy out of the garage, you have to put all the other toys back in the garage before you use the toy that you accessed from the garage. That's the new rule. Because I was like, how am I supposed to puzzle all this in?
I generated so many rules from just one little trip. Yeah.
So don't worry, he's being taken care of really, really well. I don't want your cast to get wet, but we thought we would give you an update on how he's doing. We are going to see the surgeon back on the 10th.
YouTube family, a lot of what got me through the first couple of days was your comments. Oh my gosh, your comments and your messages and emails. Everything's been so wonderful to read and keeping me focused on the goal of getting healthy. And I can't thank all of you enough. I love you guys so much. It was amazing.
We will see you guys more this week. We're trying to upload as much as we possibly can, so check back for our daily videos. We love you guys so much. Thanks for being part of our family's journey, and we will see you tomorrow. We're getting rain. I can't get your cast wet.